This is IBG News Golden, our podcast news read by Mirai. News brought to you by Hyderabad-based XTRM Waste Technologies, a champion in waste-to-energy solution provider for eco-friendly municipal waste management. Foxeye announces the 65th ACOG 2023. One of the largest medical conferences of the country, attracting over 8,000 women health specialists from all over the world in the city of Joy. 22nd December 2022, Kolkata, the annual flagship event of Foxeye, the Federation of Obstetric and Gynecological Societies of India. The 65th ACOG 2023 was announced at a press conference in Kolkata on Thursday. The 5-day conference, attracting over 8,000 women health specialists from all over the world, will be held from 4th to 8th of January at Biswa Bangla Mela Prangan in Kolkata. The theme of the conference, Creating Tomorrow Together, Future World, is aimed at reducing preventable morbidity and mortality in women, aligning with SDG 2030. This year ACOG 2023 will be inaugurated by Dr. Jean Connery, President of FIGO, International Federation of Obstetrics and Gynecology, from USA, who will grace the inaugural function as the chief guest, along with Olympic medalist and Padma Shri Mary Kom and award-winning Bollywood actor Vidya Balan, who will highlight the importance of the ongoing theme. At the press meet held at the Bengal Club, Dr. Bhaskar Pal, Chair, ORG Committee, who highlighted about Foxeye and ACOG. It was followed by a discussion on the inauguration ceremony of ACOG 2023 by Dr. Krishnendu Gupta, Chair, Reception Committee. Dr. Basant Mukherjee, ORG Secretary, then spoke about women's health, which is the area of focus for the conference. Dr. Dibendu Banerjee, ORG Secretary, Dr. Sajal Datta, ORG Vice Chair, Dr. Tulika Jha, JT ORG Secretary, and Dr. Susmita Chattopadhyay, JT Secretary, were also present at the press meet. The committee highlighted the main theme of the conference as follows: Women's health, areas of focus in the conference. Increasing rates of subfertility in the population and the new Art Bill. Preventing cervical cancer by screening and HPV vaccination, WHO. New frontiers of OBGYN, cosmetic gynecology, fetal interventions. Respectful maternity care, prevention of stillbirths. Breastfeeding room, complementary stalls to MSF, Ishwar Sankalpa, etc. Public forum, 1-hour open area stage sessions on public awareness. Badlav, Swasth Nari, Sukhi Nari, prevention of NCDs. Dhira, say no to violence against women. Save the girl child, nutrition, menstrual hygiene, mental health, etc. Preserve the uterus, hysterectomy the last option. Preventing cancer, awareness, screening, vaccination, early detection and treatment. Bhaskar Pal, Chair, ORG Committee, commented at the press meet. ACOG 2023 will be one of the largest conglomeration of women healthcare specialists in this part of the world. Krishnendu Gupta, Chair, Reception Committee, mentioned that the inauguration, where the new president of the organization takes over, will occur in the presence of national icons Miss Mary Kom and Miss Vidya Balan, and the FIGO president Dr. Jean Connery from USA. Basant Mukherjee, ORG Secretary, highlighted that apart from a robust scientific program, public forums will be conducted during the conference, spreading pertinent health messages across mass and social media. About ACOG 2023, it is one of the biggest medical conferences in the nation, drawing close to 8,000 women's health experts from around the globe. The Bengal Obstetric and Gynecological Society is in charge of organizing it, which cycles across different zones and is back in Kolkata after 16 years. Their slogan is Creating Tomorrow Together, which refers to a future in which women's morbidity and death due to preventable causes will be as low as possible, and we will be in compliance with the Sustainable Development Goals, SDG, 2030. About Foxeye, in India, obstetricians and gynecologists are represented by the Federation of Obstetric and Gynecological Societies of India, Foxeye, a professional association. Foxeye is undoubtedly one of the biggest membership-based organizations of specialist professionals, with 262 member societies and more than 37,000 individual members dispersed over the entire nation.
This is IBG News Golden Hour podcast news read by Arthur. News brought to you by the South Asian Institute for Advanced Research and Development, Kolkata, Siliguri, and others for quality GIS education. Additional staff will be deployed at different metro stations on Christmas, the 25th of December 2022. Kolkata, date, the 22nd of December 2022. In order to provide better services and hassle-free journeys and ensure passenger safety on Christmas, Metro Railway is going to deploy additional staff at Dakshineshwar, Dum Dum, Park Street, Maidan, and Rabindrasan stations. Traffic inspectors and supervisors will be deployed in all the aforementioned stations to manage the expected rush on Christmas, the 25th of December 2022. Extra ticket counters will also be opened at Park Street station to facilitate the commuters. Adequate tokens will be provided to the ticket counters to cater to the additional demand. Senior officers will be there at the control room at Metro Rail Bhavan to monitor the real-time situation and take the necessary action if the situation demands. One medical assistance booth will also be opened at Park Street station. Further, Metro users are requested to follow all COVID protocols and cooperate with the Metro Authority and co-passengers.
This is IBG News Golden Hour podcast news read by Billy Joey. News brought to you by Hyderabad-based Sturm Waste Technologies, a champion in waste-to-energy solution provider for eco-friendly municipal waste management. In a recent press release, WHO informed about emergence and re-emergence of Mpox. Scientific Advisory Group for the Origins of Novel Pathogens, SAGO, recommendations to better understand the origins of and factors for the emergence and re-emergence of Mpox. In a new report published today, the Scientific Advisory Group for the Origins of Novel Pathogens, SAGO, is providing recommendations on studies that need to be conducted in order to better understand the origins of the virus that causes Mpox, monkeypox virus, in previously affected countries, as well as its emergence in newly affected countries. The Scientific Advisory Group for the Origins of Novel Pathogens, SAGO, was established to provide technical and scientific considerations regarding emerging and re-emerging pathogens, and in this capacity to advise WHO on prioritizing studies and field investigations into the origins of such pathogens, as per their terms of reference. Key recommendations of the SAGO report on Mpox include the following. Conduct clinical and epidemiological retrospective studies to better define the role of human-to-human transmission dynamics and drivers for spread in countries previously reporting cases of Mpox, and explore its potential spread to the first cases discovered in newly affected countries in 2022. Review clinical and laboratory records in target settings and locations where clade I, subclade IA and early subclade IIB cases were detected to search for early cases presenting with similar rash that could have been missed. Sequence samples from historical cases of Mpox, use metadata links to clinical histories, and perform phylogenetic studies to understand viral mutation patterns and the emergence of subclade IIB viruses with APOBEC3 changes and the effect of co-infections. Conduct infectiousness studies to identify the reproductive number, duration of viral shedding and all possible transmission routes. Conduct multidisciplinary and multisectoral zoonosis studies to identify animal reservoirs or animal sources of infection in endemic and non-endemic regions to understand the role of animal-to-human transmission and any associated land use changes. Conduct environmental, anthropological, behavioral and social science studies around confirmed cases to better understand how Mpox is transmitted between humans. These recommendations are for researchers, the scientific community and funders.
This is IBG News Golden, our podcast news read by Mirai. News brought to you by Hyderabad-based XTRM Waste Technologies, a champion in waste-to-energy solution provider for eco-friendly municipal waste management. Lion at 47, vision for Amritkal to secure and restore lions' habitats. Project Lion envisages landscape ecology-based conservation of the Asiatic lion in Gujarat. By PIB Delhi. The Minister of State for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Shri Ashwini Kumar Chaubey, today said that the Project Lion document titled Lion at 47, Vision for Amritkal has been prepared with the following objectives to secure and restore lions' habitats for managing its growing population, scale up livelihood generation and participation of local communities, become a global hub of knowledge on big cat disease diagnostics and treatment, and create inclusive biodiversity conservation. Through Project Lion initiative. In a written reply to a question in the Rajya Sabha, Shri Chaubey said that Project Lion envisages landscape ecology-based conservation of the Asiatic lion in Gujarat by integrating conservation and eco-development. The project is being implemented in the Gir landscape in Gujarat, which is the last home of the Asiatic lion. The minister further informed that Project Tiger is being implemented in tiger landscapes spread across the country in 53 tiger reserves. Both projects envisage activities that ensure the overall conservation of the entire ecosystem inhabited by these flagship species. The written reply stated that Project Lion is being implemented by the state government of Gujarat and other stakeholders like Central Zoo Authority. Financial assistance of Rs. 124.58 lakhs have been provided to State of Gujarat for conservation of wildlife including Asiatic lions under the centrally sponsored scheme CSS Development of Wildlife Habitats during last 3 years. Further, revalidation of 1,641.42 lakhs rupees of grants released during 2018 to 2019 under the Asiatic Lion Conservation Project has also been done during the period. The state government of Gujarat has submitted the utilization certificate for the funds released as central share under Asiatic Lion Conservation Project. This is IBG News Golden, our podcast news read by Mirai. New Amor Purple Santa shared joy with people as a part of the Christmas celebration. Kolkata, 22nd December 2022. Neo Amor, a popular brand of confectionery food products, launched their Christmas and New Year campaign called Purple Christmas at the famous New Market area of Kolkata. During this campaign, Mr. Asim Soni, CEO of Switz Group India, along with other company officials, was present. A colorful Santa Claus in a purple outfit entertained all, especially kids, with fun-filled crowd-engaging activities like games, ball relay, treasure hunts, etc., and prizes to win under the decorated purple Christmas tree. New items and budget products for all, surely going to add value to the taste buds of the festive food lovers of the City of Joy.
This is IBG News Golden Hour podcast news read by Arthur. News brought to you by South Asian Institute for Advanced Research and Development, Kolkata, Siliguri and others for quality GIS education. United States launches $1 million UXO project in Solomon Islands the 22nd of December 2022. Office of the Spokesperson, Department of State informed that on December 21, 2022, the Department of State provided $1 million to the Halo Trust, HALO, to launch a comprehensive unexploded ordnance, UXO, project in Solomon Islands beginning January 1, 2023. This project will address UXO priorities and enhance explosive ordnance disposal, EOD, capacity with the Ministry of National Police and the Royal Solomon Islands Police Force. This project is part of President Biden's announcement at the United States Pacific Island Country Summit, where UXO priorities were one of 9 U.S. commitments to implement the Declaration on U.S. Pacific Partnership. The United States is a Pacific nation, geographically, economically, historically, and culturally, and remains invested in supporting a prosperous Pacific. In Solomon Islands, the United States has provided more than $6.8 million since 2011 to establish a national capacity with the Royal Solomon Islands Police Force to identify and destroy explosive remnants of war. This included training 13 engineers who have conducted more than 1,200 explosive ordnance callouts and destroyed more than 29,746 items of UXO. The United States' work over the past decade to remediate explosive hazards is foundational for a prosperous Solomon Islands and continues to advance humanitarian and development priorities on land free of UXO. HALO will advance shared United States-Solomon Islands priorities. With funding from the United States, HALO will locate and mark World War II legacy UXO while providing essential training and capacity building to the Royal Solomon Islands Police Force OUD unit. This includes using existing data and historical records as well as conducting search activities to update the National UXO database, which will inform future explosive ordnance risk education and explosive hazard responses to UXO contamination by the Royal Solomon Islands Police Force OUD unit. U.S. funding will also provide technical advice while assisting the Ministry of National Police to establish a UXO coordination office. The United States, through its Conventional Weapons Destruction Program, has funded work in the Pacific since 2009. Since 1993, the United States has invested more than $4.7 billion for the safe clearance of landmines and explosive weapons of war as well as the securing and safe disposal of excess small arms and light weapons and munitions in more than 100 countries and territories. The United States is the world's single largest financial supporter of conventional weapons destruction.